7 things I had to overcome to become the first Deca millionaire in my family, and now scaling my 8-figure brand into a 9-figure brand. So the first thing is I had to uncouple our obsession with time and time management and go into the realm of becoming obsessed with energy management. If this is one main thing I've learned is peasant consciousness, people in scarcity consciousness, they're always managing time. They're also always managing, like trying to manage money and like savings. And I got myself out of that realm, and I got myself in managing my energy and managing like assets. And that became a whole different paradigm for me. So when we're in scarcity consciousness, it seems like there's never enough time. We tend to get overwhelmed really easily. If you go back to our evolutionary history, it makes sense, because when there's perceived threat, when you feel like there's a imaginary lion chasing you, you would be focused on time, right? You would be trying to outrun this lion. And so I used to be addicted to to-do lists. People used to joke that my to-do lists have to-do lists. And I had to uncouple that. I had to stop worrying about time and become obsessed with energy management. I've learned as a Deca millionaire that the more I can manage my energy, the more time I have. The more I can manage my energy, the less like overwhelmed I feel. Like right now I have 50 million moving parts with my 2 in-person events that are coming up. I have an in-person event happening in Houston, Texas, one in Dubai. There's like 50 million things you have to like juggle logistically, while also being a wife, a mother, having clients all over the world, like so many different things, right? And I feel most at ease, most at peace, because I'm not managing time, I'm managing energy. This is a hard one for people to get out of, but once they do, oh my gosh, like you become irreplaceable. You become a category of your own if you can learn to manage your energy. Number 2 is I had to stop worrying about saving money and invest in myself. So I often talk about I outperform the stock market, the real estate market. Like those aren't just cutesy things I'm saying. I literally do. So every dollar I've invested in my own education, my own personal development, coaching, mentorship, all the things has made me more of an asset. The more I invest in myself, the more I outperform traditional markets. And of course, I still invest in real estate. I still invest in the stock market, but those things are not generating as much money as me. Like I'm the greatest asset. And so many people skimp on themselves. Oh my gosh, this is a big problem, especially as women. Like we want to skimp on ourselves, and we want to duct tape things, and we want to figure it all out. You don't understand the cost of skimping. Like I think scarcity mindset always thinks of how much will I have to pay for this? Like what's the cost? Versus like abundance mindset, I'm always thinking about what's the cost of not paying for this? What's the cost of not investing in myself? And that is such a huge paradigm shift, but most people won't do it. And that's what easily will put you in the top 1%, is most people won't do it. They're gonna try to duct tape things. They're gonna try to Google things. They're gonna try to piece things, while the top 1%, we just invest in ourselves. So that's a big one. Alongside with that one is that more I invest in myself, the more I become an asset, the more assets I have. So I have over 200 at this point offers, which are my intellectual property, everything I've learned and earned and embodied, intellectual property put into books, put into courses, put into group coaching containers, and licensed like intellectual property that then other people want to pay me for. And these are the new assets, right? Like older millionaires, they invested in there's real estate millionaires, there's crypto millionaires, there's oil and gas millionaires, there's gold millionaires and railroad millionaires, right? I am a digital asset millionaire. Like my money has come from taking my lived embodied experience, everything I've learned and earned over the last 44 years, and put it in offers that other people want to pay me for. And so I get to have intellectual property trademarks. I love this. Like, this is my world, it's my jam. And what a beautiful time in history do we get to live in where this is an opportunity for us, right? I love it. Number 3 thing I had to overcome to become the first DecaMillionaire in my family is stop obsessing about the little things, like getting the little things wrong. I often talk about how in order to be lucky in the big things, in order to be Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth, in order to be Lady Luck, I have to be willing to be unlucky in the little things. And what I mean by that is, you know, I need to be unlucky in technology. Sometimes technology fails. Sometimes, you know, you miss flights. Sometimes you hire the wrong person. Like, you have to be willing to be unlucky in the small things to be lucky in the big things. So many people are afraid of getting the small things wrong. Like, oh my God, what if technology fails? What if I get this wrong? What if this bad things happen? The way I look at it, it will. It will. Instead of being afraid of it or delusional about it that nothing will ever go wrong, I'm like, it will go wrong and it will expand my capacity. It will go wrong and I will figure it out. It will go wrong and I will ask my mentors and teachers and coaches for support, and they'll help me, guide me through it, right? Like, I will figure it out. And so instead of shying away from it or being delusional around it, I'm like, yeah, that's the point. So when people say, well, what if I do this and I get it wrong? I'm like, yes, get it wrong. The point is to do it so many times that you get it wrong and then you get it right. So that's how I look at it. Be willing to be unlucky in so many things, small things, to be lucky in the big things. Number 4 is I have to become my own permission field. This is a big one. I grew up being a woman, being from the culture that I'm from, always needing to ask for permission, asking my parents for permission, asking my friends and teachers for permission, asking people who didn't have my vision, my download, my desires for permission. And all they did, as loving and well-meaning as they were, was mirror back my own indecision. So when I was unsure and I would ask these people for permission, of course they would say no, because they're just reading my own energy and mirroring that back. So what I had to really learn to do is become my own permission field, because the truth is the feminine is the invitation. She is the permission field. And so I have to give myself permission, even though I can't see the vision yet, even though I don't know if it's going to work out, even if I think I'm going to fail. I tell myself the point is to fail so many times that success is just like the only thing left at the end of that as is success, because you've done all the failure. So the only way is success now, right? So I had to become my own permission field. Number 5 is I had to learn to continuously increase my capacity. Like, I feel like most women are stuck in overwhelm, and they don't understand that you have to metabolize that and move on to the next thing. Like, they get locked in, and I'm so overwhelmed. Overwhelm is when you've hit your edge of abundance. Overwhelm is the inability to metabolize abundance. If you really think about it, our evolutionary history, we've always had scarcity. We've never really had abundance. And now that we have so much abundance, we don't know how to handle it. And so I feel like people in scarcity mindset are always talking about time management, overwhelm, and the third one is confidence. Oh my goodness. I have erased these things from my life. Like, I don't even use them. When people are like, Mina, how can I be confident like you? I'm like, I'm not confident. Like, wait, what? I'm like, I'm not confident. I'm not. Like, so with overwhelm, it's your edge. You've hit right now the edge of what you can hold and have. What most people do when they hit their edge of overwhelm is they start asking for more. I'm overwhelmed. Can you give me more? No. You can't have more. You've hit the edge. Instead of overflowing, you're now like shaking in the corner, overwhelmed with what you have. Of course, you cannot have more. The universe will literally cast a protection spell against you having more. You can't handle more. And this is the number one thing I've seen coaching now tens of thousands of women globally, is that the minute they start getting overwhelmed, they'll start asking for more. Don't do it. No one wants to give you more when you're overwhelmed. When I'm overwhelmed, I'm like, yes, I've hit an edge. I expand beyond. So I'm constantly making my container larger, my vessel larger. And so overwhelm has no space. Imagine if like this represents your capacity to hold something. When you're overwhelmed, you're like, I'm overwhelmed and I want more money, and I'm overwhelmed and I want more love, and girl, you can't handle anymore, okay? Stop asking for more. What you need is to focus on right now expanding this container. What if this container became this container, and then became a tub, and then became a river, and then became an ocean, right? And then became like, it's infinite potential, but you need to keep expanding your literal vessel to be able to hold more. And this is work that I teach inside of my coaching containers, my nervous system reboot, my container work course. This, you're gonna have to learn to master this. Otherwise, you're gonna be like everyone else talking about being overwhelmed. Number 6 belief I had to overcome to become the first DecaMillionaire, and as I'm scaling my 8-figure brand to my 9-figure brand, like really learning to hold this, is that being a wife, being a mother, being a woman of color, being a woman with an accent, being a second generation American immigrant doesn't disqualify me. Like, my life experiences are my assets. They don't disqualify me. And yet I see so many people disqualifying themselves. They try to disqualify me. That's the funny thing. I'm like, girl, I'm already rich. Like, I already have the thing. You can't disqualify me after I already manifested it. They're like, well, you can't be rich because you wear this. Or you can't be rich because you don't dress like old money. I'm not old money. I'm a new money millionaire. Okay, I'm a digital asset millionaire. I made my own money, girl. I'm not trying to be old money. I am money. I am wealth. So not only do they disqualify themselves, they try to disqualify you. And it's like, I already did it. You can't disqualify me when my picture is literally in the dictionary as having done it, okay? So stop trying to disqualify you and just do the damn thing. Number 7, ooh, this is a big one, is they keep waiting for, like, so many people are waiting for like confidence to strike them. And I don't believe in confidence. I believe in courage. I believe in bravery. I believe in doing it scared. I believe in metabolizing fear. And so while women are waiting until they're confident enough, I just told myself, I actually don't even believe in confidence. I'm just gonna do it with courage. And that was such a big expansion for me, because courage puts you in this energy of movement, while confidence has you waiting. It has you like playing this weird, distorted waiting game. And I don't like waiting. I am very impatient. I move at the speed of life. Like, literally, I've been called like the goddess of speed. I'm impatient. I move fast. I take action, a lot of action. I can out action most people. Like, I might not be the smartest person in the room. I might not be the prettiest or the youngest, but I can out action most people, and I can definitely outspeed. And I use that as an asset, and confidence takes time. I'll let you know when I'm confident. Not yet, okay? Not yet. But I have a lot of courage, and that has been a very high income producing asset for me, skill set for me. And so let me know which one is your favorite. By the way, we have, I think, 7 days left for my Addicted to Abundance in-person event that's happening in Houston, Texas, January 13th, 14th, and 15th. It is epic. Yes, I've done over 20 in-person events globally before. This is the biggest and the most like industry disrupting event I've ever had. There's gonna be life before this event and life after this event. I would love to have you. It's our annual, I think this is gonna be our 8th annual that we do every year for New Year. So that is linked in the description box. The price jumps in 7 days. And then I also have my Lakshmi Goddess of Wealth Intensive. It's a VIP event happening in Dubai in April. Which is Sheena's Savage Intensive that I do every year. Sheena is my mom. Many of you guys know her. And April was her birthday month. She's been passed now for 15 and a half years. And I celebrate her legacy by talking about wealth and business, two of her favorite things. And so that's happening in Dubai, and there's only 40 seats and they're going fast. So that's going to be a smaller event, and then the Houston event is going to be a larger event. So both of those are currently enrolling. I will link it in the description box for you guys. Let me know your favorite takeaway from this. Let me know if you are scaling 5 figures, 6 figures, 7 figures, 8, or are you on this journey of scaling to 9 figures with me? I would love to connect with you in the comments. Love you so much. Bye.